Number 5 is inverse square law. You guys know this one. The intensity of radiation is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. It allows radiographers to determine the dose of radiation at a new distance if provided the original distance or vice versa. Go basic, right, on this rule. If you stand farther from the X-ray source, you will get less dose. If your distance is doubled, the intensity is actually decreased by 4. If the distance is cut in half, the intensity is increased by 4 times. Just remember when setting up this formula, your I's and D's, they're going to be opposite. So I1 is over I2, D2 is over by D1. Don't forget to square. And just look at your numbers. If they don't make sense, you probably put it in the formula the wrong way. So a practice question, and if you want to go through my video on inverse square law versus direct, there's more examples, but if the radiation dose to a patient was 10 millisieverts at 100 centimeters distance, what would the dose be if the distance was reduced to 76 centimeters? Anytime you hit a question like this, you should simply just stop for a second and say, what is this question asking me? Is there an equation I'm supposed to use, or can I just figure it out on my own? And which direction should my answer go? Should I increase or should I decrease? Well, this question is asking us about a dose with new distances. If anytime the distance is smaller, my dose is going to go up because I'm closer to the source. So if you break down the question, it's asking you about a dose. It's giving you a dose. It's asking you about moving from one distance to a new distance. So what is it asking me? It's asking me for a new dose at a new distance. I'm going to use the inverse square law. And if I put it into my formula correctly, my dose should increase. So this just shows you how to plug into the formula, right? I1 is our original, so our first dose was 10 millisieverts. We don't know our new dose. That's what it's asking us to figure out. It's asking me, or I'm putting in distance 1 is 100 centimeters, but don't forget to square it. Distance 2 is 76, and that also needs to be squared. So if you plug it into your formula over here, I1 over I2, D2 over D1, these are both squared, then simply cross multiply and divide, and you're going to get your answer. If you put your numbers in the formula wrong, your number goes in the wrong direction. Okay?